All right, so here's our first example dealing with the A tangent segment. So any information that you're given, you want to go ahead and figure out where that is in the drawing, or possibly draw it yourself. Make sure everything's labeled, and then we'll figure out what kind of equation to set up and solve for what we need. All right, so first thing we know is that the radius of circle X is equal to 7. So we want to look at the picture and find the radius. Again, the radius goes from the center of the circle out to the edge. I could go ahead and say that it's out to this edge right there, but I can tell that that's part of a longer segment, so I'm going to go ahead and label XZ as 7. That's my radius. All right, then it says the tangent segment ZY is equal to 24. If they had not told us that the tangent segment was ZY, we would be able to figure out that it was ZY because of the 3 segments in this picture. This is the one that the segment touches the circle in just one spot from the outside like this. So that tangent segment is 24. And now it says defined XY. So we want to find this side. Well, you can do this 2 ways. One thing we want to remember is that a tangent or a tangent segment will be perpendicular to the radius, so we are dealing with a right triangle. Anytime you have a right triangle, you can do Pythagorean theorem, where xy is our hypotenuse, so we could say 7 squared plus 24 squared equals x squared, giving us 49 plus 576 equals x squared. And then we go ahead and we add those together. And we get 625 is equal to x squared. Square root both sides, and x equals 25. And that actually, it's the segment xy. I was just using an x as a variable. So the segment xy equals 25. That's the long way. If you guys remember your Pythagorean triples, maybe you already got the answer. We have 2 sides of a right triangle. Here's 7, here's 24. That is part of a triple, 7, 24, 25. So if you guys have these memorized, we'd say, oh yeah, well, 25 is our missing side. And because we didn't have to reduce the 7 and the 24, we didn't have to divide it by anything, we don't have to multiply 25 by anything in the end, so we can get 25 much faster with the Pythagorean triple also. If you guys are using a triple, go ahead and write out the triple for me like this, so that you're saying, hey, I know the answer is 25 because I recognize it's part of a triple.